Some love stories are written in fire and sealed in blood. This is one of them. Before Jamie Fraser, before Claire, there was a love so dangerous that clans went to war to stop it. This is the forgotten beginning, the forbidden love of Fraser and Ellen MacKenzie. The Highlands of Scotland were not just mountains and mist. They were ruled by clan power, loyalty, and fear. In this harsh land lived Fraser, a man of quiet strength and deep honor. He carried the name Fraser with pride and knew that survival often meant sacrifice. Yet even a man like Brian could not guard his heart forever across the land. In the proud halls of Castle Leoch lived Ellen MacKenzie, the fierce daughter of the Mackenzie clan chief. She was unlike other women of her time, bold in spirit, sharp in mind, and unafraid to speak her heart. But she was also trapped by duty. Her hand in marriage was nothing more than a tool for clan alliances. She belonged more to politics than to herself. Their worlds were never meant to meet. The Frasers and the Mackenzies held an uneasy peace, one that could break with a single wrong move. Yet fate has a way of ignoring rules made by men. It was on a night lit by fire and shadows during a Highland gathering that Brian saw her for the first time, and in that moment, his life changed forever. It began with a glance, but it grew in silence. Brian and Ellen did not fall in love with loud promises or careless words. Their bond formed slowly, like a secret song only they could hear. While others laughed and drank at the Highland gatherings, they met in quiet corners, sharing simple truths about dreams they were not allowed to chase, and lives that were already chosen for them. But love is risky in a land ruled by power. Rumors began to spread, whispers of a Mackenzie last seen too close to a Fraser man. The Mackenzie clan watched Ellen more closely, warning her with sharp words and colder eyes. Her brothers reminded her of her duty. Marry for the clan, not for love. But they did not know her heart had already chosen. One night, under the silver glow of the moon, Brian held Ellen's hands and spoke the words he had been afraid to say. He did not offer riches or safety. He only offered love and the freedom to choose it. A promise was made in that moment, one that bound their souls tighter than any oath. But fate is cruel. Before dawn, Mackenzie warriors came for Ellen, tearing her away from Brian's arms. She did not even have time to cry his name. As the sun rose, Brian stood alone, with blood on his lip and hope dying in his chest, swearing he would find her again. No matter the cost, years passed, but time did not heal the wound in Brian's heart. He tried to bury his grief under battle scars and long days in the fields of Lelybrock. Yet every night he dreamed of Ellen, her voice, her fire, her stubborn will to live free. He had searched for her once, twice, and then again, but each time he found nothing but doors closed and warnings whispered. Some said she had married far away. Others claimed she had died. Brian refused to believe either. Then one stormy evening, a traveler arrived at Lelybrock, carrying a message he claimed came from Ellen herself. The note was brief, written in a hurried hand. "Meet me at the old kirk, midnight. Come alone." Brian read it again and again, his hands shaking not with fear, but with the hope he had long buried. Could it be real? After all these years? He reached the abandoned church before midnight. The air was cold, the stone walls broken by time. He heard a soft step behind him and turned, and there she was. Ellen, older, stronger, but still burning with the same fire he remembered. For a long moment they did not speak. Words seemed small compared to the pain and longing in their eyes. Then she stepped forward, her voice breaking as she whispered, "Brian, I never stopped loving you." And in that moment the world felt whole again, if only for a breath. Their reunion should have been a blessing, but love in the Highlands never comes without a price. As Brian held Ellen close, he felt how thin she had become, how heavy her silence was. She had not come only to find him, she had come to warn him. The Mackenzies had learned where she was, and they would not rest until she returned to them. Not for love, not for forgiveness, but for power. Ellen was still a bargaining piece in a game of clan survival. And now Brian stood in the way. "I ran from them," she confessed, "but they will chase me until I am caught or dead." Brian did not flinch. "Then they'll have to go through me," he said. But Ellen shook her head. "If they find me here, they won't stop at you." They will come for your land, for your family, for your people. She spoke the truth, and they both knew it. Brian Fraser could fight warriors, but not a clan war. The choice before them was cruel: stay together and bring destruction on everything. Brian had sworn to protect or part ways again to keep each other safe. Tears burned in Ellen's eyes as she said, "Loving you could cost you everything." Brian brushed her tears away and whispered, "Losing you already has." In that moment, he made a vow that would shape the future of the Fraser line. They would not run, and they would not hide. They would face whatever came together, because some love stories are not meant to fade. They are meant to fight. And from their courage, a legacy would rise, one that would echo through time, all the way to a young Highlander named Jamie Fraser. Their story has only just begun.